Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome back to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Mac.
And I'm Zach.
And today we're going to give a really quick first impressions of our playthrough of Dead of Winter.
Yes.
It was my first time, but it's been a very long time for you since you played this, so figured we could still kind of schmooze that in there. So
Right, because, yeah.
Yeah. We played a 5-player game of it the other day, and which was good. It was a higher player count, and I think before that you had only ever played like 2 players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pepper and I had played this one about... we were trying to figure it out, and I'm still not 100% sure, but it was probably about 10 years ago. Because, I think I originally got it because of... I'd seen it on Will Wheaton's tabletop, and that's kind of how I got inspired to get a decent amount of the first few games that I had in the collection, this being one of them, and just never had the chance to get back to it. I think at the time it seemed very overwhelming. I remember being really excited about the game because I don't know, it looked really fun on there, and obviously it Will Wheaton's tabletop was a very thematic, or not thematic, theatric is the word.
Okay.
Theatric type looking to make games look really good, make it look like a good. They're obviously not going to just make them look horrible or anything.
Yeah.
So
And
I was excited about that,
like,
and we were into like The
Walking
Walking Dead,
yeah.
I think, at the time. So it was something that I was, we were really excited about playing. But then I think it might have not probably been the game for us at the time, especially since I think, as you said, we played a 5-player. I think it plays a little bit better at a higher player count, and it adds kind of that potential traitor into the group. Whereas in a 2-player game, if I can remember right, I didn't look back at that, but I don't think you had that ability in there, and I don't know that it would work that well.
I think it uses that co-op mode, doesn't it?
I think so. So that was... I'd still been looking forward to getting back to it, but I think I had lost because I've kind of... I think I watched like the first 5 or so seasons of The Walking Dead, and kind of after that I kind of haven't really kept up with it since then. It was around the same time I think Negan came into the show, and I think there were quite a few people that probably left it after that point, and I don't think it was anything to do with them killing off major characters or anything. It just, I guess I saw it less and less. But I have kind of had an resurgence of maybe trying, now that it's, I think, in the final season,
Really?
kind of going back and rewatching it now that I know it's going to be over, just to kind of get the conclusion to the whole story. But I don't know. We'll see, because I think it's, I don't know how many seasons it is, probably like 10 to 12 seasons.
Yeah, it's got to be like that many by now.
But I'm kind of interested in going back to it. But because of that lack of connection with the game, I haven't been had that much desire to go back to it.
Yeah.
But I have still, with our... Mainly the reason we played this was we were doing our alphabet soup. We were going through all our games A to Z, and I did want to get this one played.
Yeah. So it was good. I think probably a little slow with the 5 players, but it was all pretty much new to us all. So it was pretty interesting. I would play it again, if others wanted to, but I don't think it's going to be a game that I'm asking to. And what do you think your rating is?
Yeah, I usually give a initial rating, and I'd probably put it at about a 6.5 to 7. Like you said, I think it's one that if someone else wanted to play it, I would be willing to play it and try it out with the different scenarios. But outside of that, it's not one that I'm going to be always like, oh, we got to play this again. But I think if I did play it again, I would want to play it with kind of the same group or a majority of the same group, maybe less or more people in the group. But just so everyone knows how to play to kind of keep the game moving, because I think that's the only thing that hampers it for me a little bit, is just it's a very methodical feeling game, and maybe it's just because we played the starting scenario, so it didn't feel like we had as much working against us. And with maybe some of the other ones you can try, it would maybe feel like keep us into the game a little bit more. But I think it's still a very solid game, and if you're into the zombie type theme, I think it would be a good one, especially if you play with a group of 4 to 5 players regularly. I think it'd be a good one for that. And it's very story driven. I think you have to kind of get into the story.
I think it is pretty thematic.
You have to. I know there was something I didn't read it, but it said something about role playing or whatever. So I think if you can kind of get into the characters too, I think that adds to the experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is our initial thoughts of Dead of Winter.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Go check out our channel for everything else we do. And don't forget to
Keep on nibbling
on that content.